You can just disregard my outfit because I can't try to be serious and wear this at the same time. No, I'm not gonna say so this doesn't really apply to anybody like in this room because I didn't write it for I wrote it over the summer for people who aren't really, yeah, exactly, for people who aren't really loving Jesus. For I did it at a youth conference, whatever. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna do it for y'all anyway. See, nowadays they say that you should live a rock star lifestyle, but that you might not make it. And if you want the fame and the money, well, then it's yours for the taking. They say it's either you get rich or you die trying, but those days that you keep listening to are the enemy and he's lying. Look, I know you see Kanye and Drake, Wayne and Jay-Z, and you be bragging to your boys like, watch the dog, that's definitely going to be me. But before you set out thinking that's who you're destined to be, open up 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 18 and read that the things that are eternal are the things that are unseen. So instead of settling to imitate these lanes, understand that you were fearfully and wonderfully and originally made by a king. Society's going to tell you that in order to be a man, you have to be tough, but just know that to be a strong man in Christ, you don't have to be. You don't have to have muscles, you don't got to be ripped. You just got to lean on the word and be spiritually equipped. And it's hard, don't get me wrong, to be a young man in Christ, but that's when you have to remember that he paid the ultimate price. And the price that he paid is what paved the way so that those sins that you committed were washed away when you were saved. So don't go around having 4 or 5 kids, and those 4 or 5 kids you have with 4 or 5 chicks, because all you're really doing is ruining what the definition and image of what a real man really is. Yeah. So when Shirley walks by, you be polite and say hi. Just make sure that when you talk to her, you look her right in the eyes. Don't let her want to belittle that, show her what a man ought to be. Because when you look at her in lust, it's the same thing as adultery. Now, ladies, please know that I speak from experience. So trust me when I say that if you do not respect yourself, there is not a man in the world who's hearing it. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting the fashionable clothes, but that's when you have to remember that everything that glitters isn't always the gold. And while the media may portray how a woman should look like or how a woman should act, just know that following what the media says is a real dangerous path, because Oprah and Cosmo may think that they have it right, but it's actually Proverbs 31 that has that expertise. It says that beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So let those wrinkles come naturally, baby girl. That's what happens with age. Because all that makeup will define who you are, but instead you'll be defined by the desires of your heart. So are you living for them, or are you living for him? Because I can tell you right now, nobody out there is a universe-creating king. So be careful what you put out, because what you put out, you'll receive. And instead of flashing your flesh, flash your strong faith and good deeds. And please keep these words, because I know them to be true. Because even when you weren't living for Christ, he was still living for you. So there's a decision that needs to be made. What's it going to be? You're going to keep living for yourself or live for your G.O.D. And if you need help with the answer, I'll tell you like this. These temporary pleasures and materialistic things that we indulge in, when this earth is gone, they'll no longer exist. So, like I said before, there's a decision to be made. Are you going to live for the moment or be around when everything else fades?